Okay, whenever you're ready.
Hi fifth graders, Mrs. Robinson here, and we're going to go through page 205 of your English lesson about perfect tenses. So when you hear the word tense, it's kind of a confusing word, but just think about it's when something happens. Did it happen in the past? Is it happening right now? Or is it going to happen in the future? So we've talked about past, present, and perfect, but today this lesson is about perfect tenses. And sometimes an action starts in the past, but it keeps going, it's continuing. So that would be present perfect. It started in the past, but it's continuing on. Past perfect is when something happened in the past and it has stopped. And then future perfect is it's going to happen in the future and it's going to stop in the future as well. And we know that word will is the signal that it is a future verb. So we're going to go through the front page 205 in your lesson and use the yellow chart at the top to help you know if something's in the past, the present, or the future. So look at number 1. It says to underline twice the complete perfect tense verb in the sentence. So in perfect tense verbs, there's always going to be a helping verb in front of the main verb. So for instance, the word produced. Something has produced. So today you're always going to underline at least 2 verbs, a helping verb and then a main verb. And if it's in the future, you're going to have 3 verbs because it will say will have produced. That's an example. Number 1, Cone Mills has operated textile factories since 1891. Our complete verb here is has operated. So have and has are always in the present tense. So you don't have to label it present here on this section, but just so you know, underline has operated. It started in the past and it's still going today. It's continuing. Number 2, Americans had begun buying Cone's flannel by 1898. Our complete verb is had begun. Helping verb had, then the main verb is begun. Number 3, Cone's denim fabric will have influenced the clothing industry for over 100 years. We see that signal word will, so we know it's in the future. You would underline will have influenced. In the next section, you get to write whether it's in the past, present, or future perfect tense. They wrote the word perfect for you, so you didn't have to do that. Just write past, present, or future. Number 4, shortly after Von Bayer had placed synthetic indigo dye on the market, Cone Mills began using it on their denim. They underlined the verb for you, had placed. So I told you these 2 were present perfect verbs. This one will always be in the past. So you would write past on the line. Had placed, happened in the past. Number 5, the company has not used only indigo dye, however. Has used is the complete verb. Don't be confused by that little word not. That's an adjective. Has used. Have and has are in the present, so you would write present on the line. Number 6, different colors of denim have kept this fabric in demand. Have kept is the complete verb. Have and has are always present verbs, so you would write present. I'm just going to write that up here to remind you. These are going to be present tense verbs. This one will be in the past. And number 7, Cone Mills will have remained an industry leader for decades. There's that signal word will. Will have remained is your complete verb. And when you see will as part of a verb, you know it's in the future. So you would write future on the line. On the back side, you're going to do 2 sections just like we did on the front. The first one, you're going to choose the complete verb. Remember, you're going to underline more than one verb. There's always going to be at least 2 because there'll be the helping verb and then the main verb, and there might even be 3 words to underline if it's in the future. Will, and then your helping verb, and then your main verb. In the second section, they found the verbs for you. You just have to write, is it in the present perfect, past perfect, or future perfect? This time they didn't write perfect for you, so you have to do that. And like always, the apply and writes are optional.